Before this video starts, I just wanted to quickly let you know that the Dreamers College Essay Live and Interactive program that's starting on April 1st, the applications for those end on March 28th, which is this Sunday. So if you're interested in signing up, please submit your application form. You can submit it on the website. To give you a really quick 10-second summary of the entire course, I'm going to be teaching you live on the college application essay, breaking it down like never before. We're going to be bringing in ex-admissions officers, private counselors to teach you guys and have webinars. You're going to be able to interact with students from Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Stanford, MIT. So yeah, if you're interested in joining the course, I'm keeping a very limited class capacity. So between 10 to 50 people is going to be my lower and upper limit. I don't want you to miss out on the seat. I've linked it below. Also, since this is the last week that the Dreamers College Essay Program's applications are going to be open, I am doing a 1-year Skillshare account giveaway on our Instagram account. So if you want to win 1 year completely free for Skillshare, you can check out our Instagram page down below as well. Now let's head into the video.
So move over, darling, if my heart bends.
You might be wondering, Shaurya, why are you pulling an all-nighter? Well, guess what? I run a company called Sleep Deprived Dreamers, so in celebration of that, I decided to put the first 2 words of my company's name in effect. Sleep Deprived. Is this healthy? No. Do I condone it? No. But I have tons of work and I also don't have too many content ideas left, so I'm just gonna smush those two together and thus this video was born. So you're gonna be with me for the next 7 hours. Have fun. We're gonna have a lot of I can't make any promises, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, but I guarantee that if you make the end of it, you're going to be in a very, very selective group of people of like 5. Let's get started.
Time just floated by. What I wanna know, right between these eyes is how I wanna go.
If you're new to this channel or you don't know, hi, my name is Shaurya. I'm an incoming freshman at Stanford University from New Delhi, India, and I decided to take a gap year because I didn't feel like COVID-19 was I didn't feel like going to college was worth during COVID-19, and I decided to take a year off to really explore a few of my interests. And one of the biggest things that I've been trying to do with this gap year is develop a reading habit. Reading is something I never really prioritized, and you know, there's just so much of knowledge that any single book captures, and with anything I'm trying to be more consistent with it. So I didn't get to do too much reading today, so I'm basically going to finish the book that I'm reading right now. It's called Driving Digital Strategy. This is a book that was written by a Harvard Business School professor. His name is Sunil Gupta, and it's really all about how companies can have a digital strategy. And the way I basically read my books is, you know, I read them and then I underline parts which I think are helpful, and then I write it down in my laptop over there, because I feel like it's very important to have a copy of whatever it is that you're trying to create, you know, just having some form of record of the main insights you have from the book. So I'm quickly going to show you how I organize my reading, and then yeah, for the next 1 hour, just gonna dive deep into this book. But yeah, let's get into it. Also, can we just acknowledge how dirty my laptop is? Someone in the comment section is going to notice it, so I'm calling it out now. I said it before you did. Let's start reading. To basically explain how the system works, it's fairly basic, it's fairly simple, and it's something that I feel like you could be able to implement. So if you go into my Notion, I have a small category I call read. Inside that, I'll put a book club, and it's basically a simple Kanban list, which is like a horizontal list where you can like move tasks from one stage to the other. I usually categorize my book based on the author, and then after that I created a small template by which I have it under different categories. So whether it's a non-fiction book, a business book, the number of pages it has, and then there's the small category called blinks, which is basically where I store all of the information. Okay, so I've been reading for a bit. Wait, I'm gonna adjust myself so I'm under this halo of light. There we go. So I'm currently done with my reading. Let's make something to eat. I'm hungry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with cooking something. Nobody in my house trusts me in the kitchen, so I'm gonna try not to burn everything down while everyone's asleep. This is kind of a health risk, kind of not of a health risk, because my mom's been teaching me how to switch on the gas, and I think I'm definitely close to competent now. But let's see. Let's go to my kitchen. Do you ever like look inside a fridge 4 times and you see nothing, and then the 5th time you magically find something? So I've just been looking for something for like 10 minutes and I can't find anything. And then I finally open up a last drawer and I'm like, I've checked this drawer 10 times before. And then voila, ramen. I was feeling all rebellious tonight and I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna switch on the gas and I'm gonna totally succeed at cooking ramen. And then I tell my parents in the morning, guess who operated the gas with no parental supervision, even though I'm about to turn 19 years old. But it turns out this thing needs like boiling water. So yeah, I guess I'll have to keep my teen angst to myself. Step 1, get yourself some regular water. Gotta heat this bad boy up. Step 2, aesthetically switch on your kettle. Wait, no. Step 2 is putting the water in. Give me a sec. Guys, it's making a noise. My water has begun boiling and I'm not ready with this yet. Oh shit. I think it says 2 minutes. I'm just gonna wait for 2 minutes now. Wait, can you hear that music? I know when this eventually gets edited, it's going to look like I'm dancing to something, but in reality there's no music here. I'm standing in my kitchen alone waiting for my ramen and moving my head to silence. The problem with like all of these ramen is that either put too much water or you put too less water. Like, it's so hard to be perfect with these things. Like, even the line that they give inside the box just doesn't work like 90% of the time. Okay, to be honest with you, I think I've done a freaking stellar job. So I'm gonna pour this out and I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, so as you can tell outside, it's pretty late. It is currently 2:19 a.m. Yes, I still have the same crackhead wallpaper I've always had. And I think at about this time, I'm going to pick up my Italian language habit that I've been trying to develop for a bit. If you don't know, during this gap year, if COVID manages to disperse itself, if people manage to get vaccinated, I really want to travel to Italy. Love the place, love the food, love the language, would like to learn it. And literally yesterday, I started to learn Italian. Just wanted to learn like an hour of the language every day. In the future, if I ever blow up and by some virtue of luck, some Italian person manages to see this, please help me out. I'm quite a struggling young boy right now. And yeah, what do you think is the most effective way to learn your language? I'd be really excited to know. As of now, I'm trying a variety of ways. I'm going through an online course on YouTube for free, and I'm also listening to a podcast. I think podcasts are super helpful because it helps you with the pronunciation. It's just an interesting way to learn. It's a way to learn that I've never tried before. I've never really been into podcasts, but yeah, trying to try it out. So I'm going to be listening to a podcast and noting down stuff alongside that for the next, I'd say, an hour. Okay, I'm done with a good amount of Italian. I think I'm going to spend most of that or a majority of that on my startup, Sleep Deprived Dreamers. Our live college application cohort, where I'm going to be personally teaching people, is going live on April 1st. So we do have to do a lot of preparations for that. I wanted to keep it an extremely selective cohort. So I'm thinking between 10 to 50 people, but I'm not really sure. I want to really make sure that the students who come into the program are getting a really in-depth interaction with me, and it's very personalized. So I'm trying to think of what is the best way to do that, whether it's going to be through Zoom, whether it's going to be through live streaming through YouTube, and we've developed all of these worksheets for people. And I do have one more worksheet that I need to make myself and one more episode that I want to script out. So I think I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, I'm going to jump into some work now, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I finished most of my work. Like, all the things I wanted to do tonight, I've pretty much done. But the thing is, it's almost morning yet. I feel like, well, I feel like a bit of a loser, to be honest, if I just hit the bed now, because I wanted to pull an all-nighter and I really have nothing to lose because I've lost almost all the sleep I could have lost, which means we're talking about, I'd say, another hour and a half, except the energy levels are really crashing. So, you know, like anybody would do, I opened up YouTube, I started watching videos. So I was like, okay, what do other people do in their all-nighters? And I just found a bunch of 17-year-old American girls just starting to work out. Like literally at 4 a.m. these people just start doing crunches. And I'm just like, why? Like, why would you ever want to do that? So instead, I picked the better option, which was I grabbed a 5-star chocolate from my fridge and I'm eating that now. If you don't know what 5-star is, it's basically like an Indian Mars bar, except worse, and it's really hard. Once I ate one of these things and my tooth was a little wiggly. I don't think this is an appropriate story to share. When I was like taking it out, because I felt something get stuck in it, my tooth came out with the 5-star. It's that. Gang sign.
Però, catenazzo che donna sei. Io delle donne non mi fido.